subject and predicate.
Hello students, welcome you all on our YouTube channel Vivekanand Academy of Human Excellence. Today I am going to start a new lesson here, and that lesson name is subject and predicate. Now this lesson it is from 5th standard English grammar book, and that we are going to start it here. Now what is subject and predicate? Before to talk about subject and predicate, we will revise some things which we already learned in 5th standard. So what we learned in 5th standard? First we learn about the sentence and how it frames. Sentence means when we use many words, when we use group of words and when it makes complete sense, so that we call sentence, correct? This we learned in previous videos. Then also we learn some kinds of sentences. In sentences also there are many other different types. 4 types we learn here. That assertive sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence and exclamatory sentence. This basic things we learned in the previous videos. And today we are going to learn about subject and predicate with many examples. We will solve some questions related to this part also. Now, first look at the blackboard. What is subject and predicate? Now, in sentence, when we start the sentence, we always write first name of the person. Otherwise, in place of that, we are using pronouns. He, she, it, they, we, you. These pronouns we are using there. So, those we call subject. Subject means the part of sentence which tells us what the sentence is about is the subject. Now here we can understand with this definition that what is subject. When we write any sentence, that time we start the sentence with name or otherwise with pronoun and then we call subject. Sometimes what happens, we are not writing on the first place. In middle of that or the 2 words are subject. So for that you just ask that sentence about which thing you write this sentence. If you ask now that question 2 sentence that it is for whom, then which answer you will get? That will be your subject. Now next one is predicate. What is predicate? The part of the sentences which tell us something about subject is the predicate. Now predicate means what? Just we talk about subject. Subject means the part of the sentence which tell you about which thing they write this sentence, that is subject. And predicate means in that same subject there is a part which tell you that some information about that subject, that what subject is doing there, it will tell you about subject. So that part we call predicate. Listen everyone, we learn how to frame the sentences S plus V plus O, subject plus verb plus object. But all the sentences, when it frames with 2 parts, subject and predicate. The name of that person or the sentence is about someone, that we call subject. And the remaining part which will tell you that about subject, that we call predicate. Do you understand this? Now we will see some examples here, so maybe it will easy for you to understand them. See here, as I told you, always sentence framed with these 2 parts. If these 2 parts are there, it means that sentence it is there. Now, which are the 2 parts, subject and predicate? We can divide a sentence into 2 parts, subject and predicate. If the subject is there, predicate is there, then just only that is full and meaningful sentence. First one is Suhana is good student. Now just find out where is the subject and where is the predicate. Suhana is good student. This sentence is about Suhana. This sentence is about Suhana. Just find out about which thing they write this sentence. This whole sentence is just about Suhana. So Suhana, this is subject, and that's why downside here S. Then remaining part of the sentence which will tell you that about Suhana, that can be called predicate. Now Suhana but is a good student. This part of the sentence tells us about subject, about that person. It means this is predicate. Again I am repeating here. Subject means what? A part of the sentence which tells us what the sentence is about. For whom we write that sentence, which part will tell you that thing, that part we can call subject. And predicate means a part of the sentence which tell you about that subject, that can be called predicate. See the second example here. A lion lived in that jungle. Here this sentence is about whom? This full sentence. A lion lived in that jungle. This full sentence is just about a lion. So a lion is subject. And now lived in that jungle. This part of the sentence gives you information, tells you about the subject. So this we can call predicate. Now the next example is you get up from the bed. Now you get up from the bed. Here this sentence is about whom? Is any name is here? No. But as I told you, if there is no name, we are using some pronouns on place of noun. Here they use you pronoun in place of name. Correct? So you, this is subject. This whole sentence is about you. And that's why we underline this word and downside we write S. S means subject. Now remaining part, gets up from the bed. This part of the sentence tell you about subject, and for that we can call this predicate. This whole sentence it is about we. So we, this is subject, and the remaining part of the sentence that are in school. This tell you about the subject. So this is predicate. We are going to see some more examples here on subject and predicate. Here are some more examples related to subject and predicate. Just look at this. The first sentence. The horse likes to eat hay. So now here this sentence is about that grass. No. This sentence is about eat. No. This sentence is about horse. So first always find out for whom they write this whole sentence. If you get that answer, then only you can search the predicate. So this sentence is just only about the horse. So first we will underline this the horse, and here we will write S because this is subject. Now remaining part of the sentence likes to eat hay. This part of the sentence tell us about subject, about horse. So this part of the sentence we can call P means predicate. Now the next one is the students studied hard for test. The student studied hard for test. Here this sentence is about the students. This full sentence is about the student. So first you underline it and just only write there S because this is subject. Now studied hard for test. This part tell us about this student, about this subject. So you know that what we can call this? We call this predicate. In next sentence, my mom loves me very much. This sentence is about my mom, not just only mine. Here, my mom. These two words will come for that subject. So we will underline this, and downside of that we write here S is subject. And remaining part of the sentence about my mom. So here we will write P because this is predicate. Next one is the sun was shining brightly. In this sentence, why they write this sentence? About whom they write this sentence? This sentence is about sun. So we will underline the sun and subject here. And remaining part was shining brightly. So here was shining brightly. This part of the sentence gives information about subject. Tell us about subject. So this is predicate. So was shining brightly. This is predicate. Okay. The next one. The pretty girl was wearing the blue frock. This sentence, why they write here? Because they want to tell you something about pretty girl. This full sentence is about that pretty girl. So the pretty girl is subject. See here, in the first sentence just only 2 words comes in subject part. But here there is 3 words. The pretty girl. These 3 words comes in subject part. And was wearing the blue frock. This part gives you information about that subject, about that first part. So this we will call predicate. Okay, do you understand this? And the last one is the man and his wife were working in the garden. The man and his wife were working in the garden. Here, why they write and for whom they write this sentence? This sentence is about the man and his wife. So these 5 words will come in subject part. The man and his wife. These 5 words will come in subject part. And remaining were working in the garden. This part it will be predicate. Were working in the garden. This is predicate. So this way we learn about subject and predicate. What is subject? Subject means a part of the sentence which tell you this sentence is about which thing. So that part of the sentence we call subject, and predicate means a part of that same sentence which tells you about subject. That can be called predicate. With these 2 parts we are framing the sentence. We can divide the sentence into these 2 parts, subject and predicate. If you find out the subject, you will easily get predicate. So today we learned this with many examples, and now we will solve some questions related to this topic.
Question number 1. Identify the subject and predicate in given sentences. For an example, here they shown you the first sentence. Sumi came first in class. Sumi, this is name of that girl, and they write this sentence about this girl. So Sumi, this is subject. Came first in class. This part of the sentence gives and tell us about Sumi. So this is predicate. Now there are 5 sentences. From these you identified which part is sentence and which part is predicate. Sentence number 1. Fatima and Asin are good friends. Here this sentence is about Fatima and Asin. So Fatima and Asin, these are subject. And are good friends, this part of the sentence tell us about Fatima and Asin. So this will be predicate. Second sentence, across the river is the small village. This sentence is about small village. So here small village, this is subject. And which part tell you about this subject? Across the river. So this is predicate. Now sentence number 3. The children of junior classes have a holiday tomorrow. Here this sentence is about the children of junior classes. So these all 5 words will come in subject, and remaining part have a holiday tomorrow. it will be predicate. Sentence number 4, stand in queue. When there is no subject, that time you can take you. Means when we are giving instruction, we are just only saying stand in a queue. But if we take full sentence, we are using you stand in queue. So here you they not write, but you, this word we will take as a subject, and stand in queue, this is predicate. Sentence number 5, Vishal is absent today. This sentence is about Vishal and remaining part is absent today. Tell us about Vishal. So this is predicate. Now we are moving toward the next question. Question number 2. Match the subject with predicate to form meaningful sentence. Here they give you 2 columns. The first one is subject and the second one is predicate. You match correct subject with remaining part of the predicate to make meaningful sentence. First, Veena. With Veena, which option we can match here? Option A, I am going to Kashmir for my vacation. B, has gone to school. C, is reading. And D, is raining heavily. Here for Veena, option B is correct. Veena has gone to school. So match option 1 with B option. Now option number 2 from subject column. My hobby. Which is my hobby? Option C is reading. My hobby is reading. This is meaningful sentence. So match option number 2 with option number C. Third one is IT it. Now match this IT it with the predicate. It is raining heavily. Now this is meaningful sentence. So match option number 3 with option D. Now last one is 4, I. This I option you match with option A from predicate group. I am going to Kashmir for my vacation. Now question number C. Fill in the blanks by adding suitable subject. The first sentence is dash dash works in an office. Here you can write that officers works in an office. Write here subject and complete the full sentence. Second sentence, dash dash shine in the sky. Here we can write sun shine in the sky. Sentence number 3, dash dash are in school. Answer, students are in school. Sentence number 4, dash dash is playing with its toy. Here you can write girl is playing with its toy. Question number D. Filling the blanks with suitable predicate. In C question we write subject, but here in D question they have given us subject. You write the remaining part of the sentence which you think which is suitable for the subject. First, my grandfather dash dash. Here you can write my grandfather likes to walk in garden. Sentence number 2, Manish and Ravi. Remaining part you can complete here with the next words. Manish and Ravi are good friends. Sentence number 3, the baby. Here answer will be the baby is very cute. Sentence number 4, some boys. Here answer, some boys are playing cricket. Sentence number 5, the book dash dash. Here answer is the book is on the table. 6, Lata Mangeshkar dash dash. Answer, Lata Mangeshkar is very famous singer. So this way we complete this lesson here. some examples and by solving some questions. Hope you understand this concept. If you face any difficulty in this, you can revise this video to understand the topic. Thank you.